Hey YouTube, this is Angie and I'm back with another video. I said I'm back with another video. It is lit, it is lit, it is lit. How are y'all doing today? I'm doing great, actually. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Today we're watching terrifying videos of real life horror stories. Oh shit. Chills clips. Make sure you subscribe. Come on, guys. Subscribe to the channel and give me a thumbs up. Show YouTube I am worth watching. Shit, I think I'm funny as hell. All right, let's go.
He goes over to the spot and the mysterious figure is nowhere to be found. This supposedly unexplained sighting looks pretty good at first.
Okay, I see. That's a person.
Some people freaking out. With that said, once zoomed in, this video appears to be an up-close encounter of the CGI kind, because the creature's feet hardly seem to touch the ground as it walks. Though if this was real and you saw it, what do you think you would do?
I wouldn't think
Hannah
anything.
Forcier suspects something horrifying is in her attic after numerous strange events leave her.
I would be in some weird ass places. Like, I used to work at Del Taco, right? Back in the day. And on the roof, it's like a platform, and like it's like a little house with no walls, like short walls. So you could seriously climb up there every night and sleep. If you're homeless, they would never know. Like, you can do it. I would not be sleeping on the streets.
Brow barely visible. She's not sure if she's seeing things or not, but I can tell her that if this isn't a Photoshop, then I definitely see the mysterious figure too. Ever since then, she's been trying to get a grip on this scary, unsolved mystery. She calls maintenance to inspect the attic for any signs of an intruder.
Would it be safe for a person to walk up there?
No. His reaction is not as scared as hers, and he says there's not much of a chance of anybody going up there. But judging from the scary knocking sounds that come from that area, I'd say he appears to be wrong. The unsolved mystery gets even scarier from there. Later, when they go upstairs to check, they find an empty can at the entrance of the attic. I mean, it is within arm's reach, so they totally could have planted that there themselves and then had a scared reaction. If not, then apparently somebody's been doing a little sipping while snooping. With that in mind, does it sound like the maintenance man is a little shady when she asked if anyone's been up there?
Would it be safe for a person to walk up there?
No. Nevertheless, let's hope they find whoever's been up there. Have you ever seen something out of place reflected in the window? Posted to the haunted subreddit by Please Recycle Those. This Redditor did, and he is wondering what these are. The Redditor explains in the comments that his dog heard a sound downstairs, so he followed the dog down with the camera rolling. As he is panning across a dining room area, when he captures his own reflection in the window. Panning past, something strange is reflected behind the cameraman in the window reflection. The Redditor is wondering if it's an arm. Some in the comments say it could be a ponytail, but the Redditor has short hair. Others think it's a fast-moving ghost or something leaving the scene. What do you think it is? Whatever it might be, it'll knock your socks off. A warehouse worker gets wrapped up in some wires and stumbles. His grip loosens at the scariest moment, and he almost dumps a heavy ladder on the head of a person who is looking down on their phone. He doesn't really get out of the way in time, but the ladder turns in midair and thankfully misses him. Ironically, the person was on their phone trying to program the very same security system, which caught his near demise on camera. I'm really glad he's okay because he was not wearing a helmet
and he wasn't paying
attention. Seriously messed up. Here's my general advice for this video: do not watch it alone. Posted to TikTok by elkakoi.tv.
Why is it always so
walking to a cemetery that's been around for about 3 decades. Fairly new for a cemetery. It's not clear if he's entered the hallway of a mausoleum, but he's in the interior of a building. The sun shines into into the corridor periodically, and you can hear a mysterious wailing
Like, it
in
makes
the
me
distance.
seasick.
Sí se ve algo tenebroso, pero pues supongo que así son todos los...
Oh my god.
¿Qué onda? ¿Qué es eso?
As he continues down the hallway, he can see a boy at the far end of it. He calls out to him. He keeps addressing the child as he approaches him, but the child doesn't respond.
Niño. Niño, ¿quién eres?
It's not a kid. Well, you
Then
can't tell
suddenly,
because
the
he's jumping
cameraman turns
around.
around and starts running in the opposite direction while reciting a prayer.
Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre.
Seems like an overreaction, but look closer. As many in the comments note, the child does not look like a normal child at all. Some think it looks like a demon, either growing bigger or rising from the ground. When it turns, the cameraman realizes it isn't a normal child. Some in the comments are suggesting that the figure is a duende, which is a folkloric humanoid figure, like a gnome. Is it truly a duende or some other mischievous creature? Or are we thinking too positively? And it truly is a demon. This hunter captured the prey of his life while on an expedition. Published by Bigfoot's Testimony in January of 2022, the mysterious encounter occurred in a wooded area in Ohio. The footage shows a strange, grassy-looking creature creeping between the trees on a snowy fall day. The man says the
Looks like a
creature's
hunter.
hair is gray or black.
Looks like a hunter in a suit. In a snowsuit. Man, y'all be stretching everything.
Zooming in, the figure is barely discernible from its surroundings, like he's camouflaged. Most in the comments confirm that they've seen similar creatures in the forest. Tanner Urza writes, these beings are very spiritual and in tune with nature. Others note that at some points it looks like a barely visible, partially
person.
invisible shadow.
It's a hunter
Is this
in
the
a snowsuit.
Grassman of Ohio? Or do we have another legendary creature on our hands? Either
my
way,
God.
I think I'll be staying
Bigfoot.
clear of that forest. A YouTuber named Chris Starr takes an
Starr, oh my
electrometer
God.
to an
I
antique
don't
store with
dislike her,
Omar
but she's
Gosh
fake.
to check for signs of the paranormal. They find this creepy old marionette without a nose that seems responsive and eager to communicate.
I like her.
Please
though.
let us know by touching my K2 meter. We really want to know if you have a story or not. Oh, God.
But you know, anybody that be hanging around with Omar and Mo and the Bam.
So they buy it and
They all
run
be
some
faking their
experiments in the
videos.
car
I love 'em.
where a special
I
spirit
don't watch
box
them
is
that much
waiting to
anymore,
help
but I love 'em.
translate. First of all, the marionette seems to react positively to being untangled and held properly. When they ask for its name, a female voice struggles with an answer that a male voice soon finishes. Then they hear some other creepy whispers that I can't understand, but I'm hoping maybe you will.
Can you tell me your name?
I'm not sure what to think, but the fact that this puppet responds to two different pieces of paranormal equipment makes me think that this has a greater chance of being real than not. If it is possessed by a spirit, then it could also be cursed, in which making this video could carry dire consequences. If a disembodied voice tells you to leave, you should probably listen. Posted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Mads Entertain, the Redditor was given a warning that might be worth heeding. As he and a friend enter an abandoned house, about 1 minute into the clip, a creepy old lady voice orders them to leave. They don't leave. Instead, they search the barren house up to the second floor. After exploring, the Redditor is doing his outro when something bangs overhead.
If you're new to our channel, again, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe.
Where's the other person?
For new content every Sunday.
It sounds like it's coming from upstairs. They hurry out of the house, and the Redditor explains that they had to cut because after hearing that bang, they heard scraping against the walls and the sound of a door opening. Well,
So
the
wouldn't you
voice
go
had
towards it
warned
so you can
them.
record it?
What did they expect? a YouTuber named Bay State Hockey watches nervously as a tornado takes shape one field
Tornadoes
over.
are scary. I used to live in Indiana. That's scary.
There it. Oh my dad.
That's only a couple hundred feet away, Dad. Go for it.
Just when it looks like they've outrun the first tornado, they see more problems ahead.
I'd take
There's like 3.
I'd take a tornado any day.
The only thing that saves them is the fact that the road just so happens to turn in the exact opposite direction as the tornadoes are forming. The YouTuber escapes alive, but I doubt this Florida family will ever forget the time they were wedged between 3 twisters and
That's
almost
crazy.
didn't make it. An ownerless
Imagine if they came
shadow
together.
is in this alley. Moments later, a motorbike moves all by itself
this is
for almost
creepy.
10 seconds before dropping hard. This incident is being
I believe
mislabeled
this
as a
one.
paranormal video as far as I'm concerned. Here's why. A strong wind blows through this drafty alley, so maybe a gust of wind popped up the kickstand and sent the bike in motion.
No, that's some real shit.
Likewise, the shadow could be a result of this thing flapping overhead. Overall, I'm 50-50 on the legitimacy of this creepy moment, so help me decide if this bizarre
how do you make
street
the
cam
motorcycle move
video
like
is
that?
really paranormal. While visiting the morgue of this abandoned hospital, YouTubers The Fam and Oh My Gosh TV start to
We were
feel
just talking
very
about them.
cold.
The figurine.
Their search begins outside, where James shares some of the horrifying history of this place.
Looked up some pictures of this place, and there used to be about 2,000 crosses right here. So they actually buried the dead bodies right here. And I'm a little worried because it looks like they were dug up or something. I don't know exactly what happened, but...
As they continue inside, he's shocked that he barely missed stepping to his demise.
Oh, that's electrical panels. Okay.
Yeah, he's blind. Damn near blind.
All right, look, new rule. You have to stand right by my side, okay?
They then hear something creepy.
Like, he does all his edits and everything. That's why I don't trip on him. He does all of his edits and everything.
I heard that.
Being, like, legally blind.
I heard a noise. I don't know what it was.
Well, I didn't hear what they did. The next noise is undeniable.
I don't know. I don't know.
There can be anybody there. I think they're at a hospital
Was it from LA?
or an asylum. I can't remember.
I can't say for sure, but after hearing that, I'd surmise that there's something very much alive in this abandoned morgue. A YouTuber named Audrey and Liz is excited to recreate a science experiment. She learned that if you soak a dollar bill in isopropyl and light it on fire, it won't cause any damage.
I'm gonna dip the dollar.
Everything is going according to plan, but then she messes up by holding the bill over the open container, catching it on fire.
Oh my God.
She tries to pour water into the container to extinguish the flames, but when that doesn't work, she makes the biggest mistake of all.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing here.
Because you're playing with fire, you don't know how to put it out. No, don't spill it. Oh my God.
Panicking, Audrey flips over the flaming liquid and
I just
sets her
spread your
entire
flame
table
everywhere.
on fire. She turns off the camera so we don't get to see exactly how this situation was solved. Obviously, she managed to escape with her life and later uploads the video onto YouTube. But if any of the liquid got on her clothes or hair,
She would have been done.
it could easily be an entirely different story. This video
would've been
posted
done.
to
You
the
can't put
Chills
it out
Narrator
water.
subreddit by Exploring with Eric is another
Maybe he
random
jumped in a pool.
Randonautica adventure. Only this adventure took its victims somewhere that no one would choose to end up, the abandoned site of a witch's ritual. Eric writes, myself and Veronica unexpectedly found a ritual site and it was beyond disturbing. Directed by the app into the middle of nowhere at night, the pair wander through the wilderness to the random destination set out for them and arrive at an old rocky structure that looks like it's been around for a good while. The abandoned site is littered with recognizable graffiti
100%.
alongside symbols that aren't so recognizable. Although the place appears to have been frequented by others, these others may not have all been innocent random randonauticers or taggers, but rather more nefarious individuals. After exploring an enormous empty tank outside, they head inside the stone structure. This is where things get freaky. Inside is a bizarre and creepy sight. Encircled by a red ring with votive candles surrounding it, they discover a piece of paper scrunched up on the floor. As they attempt to unfurl it to see what's written, they keep hearing things. Veronica says it sounds like someone laughing. They decide to leave, but they take the paper with them. Once in the car, they open it and find the messages written in Spanish. According to YouTuber Luisa Gutierrez, it reads in English, "It's a trap. My spirit Marlene here. Please say my name 3 times. There also appears to be a date at the end." What does it all mean? Eric and Veronica may have just cursed themselves. So there's a YouTube channel called EB30X Fitness, 34 videos, 1-year-old account. Not exactly the first place you'd go looking for paranormal content, but there's one creepy workout video they can't explain.
5, 6, 7.
I don't know.
Did anybody see that orb fly behind Karen?
Aura.
Anybody see that orb?
A wavy light goes over his client, and he puts everything on hold to point it out.
I can't deny
Honestly,
that.
it looks like a bug to me. He says it's a
it does look
ghost
like a
caught on
bug.
film, though. I don't think they're doing this for publicity.
Kinda.
It has less than 1,000 views, and their fitness studio Facebook page in Illinois already has 300,000 followers. So I think he's being sincere when he says it's a ghost orb. What do you think about this paranormal activity? It's pretty creepy, but like I said, maybe a bug. You often capture more than you bargained for on social media streams. Posted in July of 2019, this video shows a man wandering around an apparently abandoned apartment in the darkness. He seems to be praying as he shoots video of some window-type compartment up in the right-hand corner of one of the rooms. You can see some stranger peeking through. The man continues to pray and then suddenly screams in fear as he turns to capture something moving more aggressively in a huge box to his right as he races to get out of there.
Hi, I'm Premium Wireless for $15 a month at Mint Mobile. When I Premium Wireless for $15 a month,
the door slams behind him. Even outside, he is not safe. He continues to pray while filming the exterior of the home. One of the window shutters up above opens and closes several times.
That could be
Seems like
anybody
this
there,
home needs
though.
more than prayer. It needs
Like, how
an
do we know there's not
exorcism.
more people
A
there?
strange creature straight
That's
out
what
of
they
the
all do.
Lord
They
of
all
the
do the
Rings
same
was
thing.
caught on camera in the woods. Published by
see a real
SEOOSST in
I'd
April
probably
of
still say it was
2022. The video appears
know
to have
it's
been
fake.
captured at dawn. The cameraman is walking through the woods. As he scans the area, his camera passes over this tree trunk and spots this mysterious creature hidden within. The creature has long pointy ears, big beady eyes, and grayish skin. Frankly, he looks a bit like
That's
Gollum.
CGI.
Upon seeing it, the cameraman immediately runs off. Is this a
That's
cryptid,
CGI.
a gnome, or is this Gollum looking for his precious? A vaguely human shape stands on the other side of a sliding glass door without making a sound. The faint outline never tries to get in, just hangs around the door for a while only to walk away. Apparently, this has been repeatedly happening for the past month, but
It's
nothing
waiting for
has
the
ever
door to
been
be
on the
unlocked.
other side. I wish they would have opened the door to prove that this wasn't a friend of theirs messing with them.
Yeah.
But I understand why they wouldn't want to put themselves at risk. Besides
I wouldn't
whatever
open that door
this
neither.
is, it doesn't really have much of a form.
You welcome
and I
him
think
in?
I can see a smooth, flat surface where the face should be. It hardly looks human. An uncut YouTube team Ghost Theory is returning to this haunted location for the third time. Their first attempt at capturing footage of solo challenges was corrupted. On this occasion, they are again prevented from attempting the solo challenges by the immediate paranormal activity that unfolds in this real-time footage. As they enter, they hear quiet movement in the haunted place.
See, they always have music in the background, so you can't hear
Just as they
the other
conclude that it
people
must
walking
be
around doing
branches
shit.
hitting the house, they hear this.
Why have music if you're trying to show us you're catching a ghost? Makes no sense to me. You want to make it sound like
Was
a scary
that human
movie.
or
You're faking.
spirit?
You're a fake.
Somebody has just run out the front door.
As they debate what it was, they're snapped back to reality.
Somebody's just run out of the fucking door.
They break out their K2 meter and get a sharp reading.
Which can, anything can make that go off. A Bluetooth?
K2.
A little Bluetooth that you put in your ear, make that go off.
Nothing has moved. Apart from you, actually. No. You're back where you were, and it's still going off.
Your phone,
They search the house and the
camera.
grounds for the person or being, and although
Depending
they
on
don't
the
get a
camera.
visual, you feel that someone or something is there.
You see it? The light slowly Jesus. That's come from over here.
As they check every nook and cranny of the place, they hear this.
I'm tired of ghost theory. Come on, man, go to the next one.
Sorry for the camera work, guys.
Oh, you know what? I have that power, don't I?
The most terrifying. What you're about to see is a demon trying to take Tim's soul. First, the demon shows its disdain for knock-knock jokes. Then it confronts him.
Блин, даже не знаю, сколько времени. Уже рассвело.
They're on, it's not even the time. What does that mean?
It then speaks to him.
Oh, there was somebody
This
on the other
demon
side of that
clearly
door. I
wants
seen
him
it.
gone, and Tim finally heeds his warning.
That's a lot of doors.
I think it's very smart of him to have gotten out when he did, considering this demon's level of aggression. I always find his videos compelling, but this one especially has me on edge. Dennis and Tim of Nerve Paranormal return to the Atkinson Manor to see if there's anything they've missed their first time around. There certainly is something they've missed before, and it definitely does not miss them. They are first greeted by a stuffed animal that I don't think was there before. It looks much less
Anybody could've
dusty
been
than
there.
the steps around it, and therefore was probably put there recently. Nerve Paranormal could have put that there themselves though, so even though it's creepy, it's also easily disproven. Less easy to disprove, however, is when they hear this commotion while holding a spirit box session.
That could be people showing up.
It sounds like something runs up the steps moments before the door opens, yet no one is there. When they return downstairs, they find this blue kid's chair, shown briefly at 3 minutes and 50 seconds, is now part of a neatly arranged circle at 17 minutes and 30 seconds. Just as they are wondering how the chairs got this way, they get their answer. This still frame, taken in a flash of his camera at 17 minutes and 44 seconds, shows the chairs 1 second before they pull away. You can see no strings running on the floor whatsoever. I don't see how this is possible unless they put magnets on the bottom of these chairs and slid them across the ground from one floor below, which requires 4 different people and a lot of effort. Instead of running away to somewhere safe, they stand their ground, which seems to make the ghost of the manor grow even more displeased.
Now that's great.
Then again, this object just so happens to be within kicking distance of the cameraman, so maybe he did it himself and then acted surprised. When Tim and Dennis decide to leave a minute later, they hear 4 footsteps and the doors open.
They got me with the chairs though. I don't know how they did that. But I don't have a good look. I can't see if there's a screen.
This could be a spirit or it could be their friends. I think it could be real considering they eventually chose to escape off the roof and risk falling to get out of there. A YouTube channel called the Yak Attack FL has to think fast and battle back when a hammerhead shark takes an interest in them. A single sudden movement could tip over the kayak, so he has to remain balanced and sitting down while adrenaline courses through him. There's nothing left to do but try to scare it away however they can. He smacks the shark with his paddle, and you don't see it, but you can hear the force as he connects.
And then still, I don't even know. I'm going to have a life jacket
This just drives the shark closer to the person recording, and in this moment you can tell that it has the extra wide jaws and flat head of a real hammerhead shark. As these tooth marks later show, the shark was testing them and would have been ready to take a chomp out of any arms or legs hanging over. Eventually it gets tired of their battling back and leaves them in peace. So if you were stuck in a one-person kayak and sharks start to circle, do you think this is an appropriate way to handle it? I don't think I could personally get aggressive like this towards the shark, but as this video shows, it may have saved these fishermen. Strange behavior from a stranger at night is enough to make your spine tingle. This video, published by Mustafa El Press in April of 2010, begins with some intense music and a vehicle stopped on the side of a highway at night. At first, you may not spot what the people in the vehicle are looking at, but once they zoom in, you can see a figure moving on the railing at the side of the road. The figure is unclear and indistinct at first. It's hard to tell if it's a human being or something else, but what's clear is it's scary enough in reality for the men in the vehicle to back away. Later, someone gets out of the vehicle to film the creature. As it turns out, the figure does appear to be a human being dressed in white with long legs, walking across the railing in slow, deliberate movements. When it comes nearer, the man cries out in Arabic and runs away as fast as he can. A sports bike enthusiast named 644 Honda.
That's going to be the end of the video. Tell me what you thought about the video down in the comment section below. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and give me a thumbs up. Show YouTube I am worth watching. Share to your friends. Share to get on somebody's phone and subscribe to my channel. Just take their phone and subscribe. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Help a bitch out. All right, guys, if you woke up today, you're already winning. Love ya. Bye.